We're not the Osbournes.
You're not?
We're the Osmonds.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Sharon, the kids have turned into the Osmonds.
Oh, they're there, dear. Go back to sleep.
I gotta hand it to you, Oz. All these years and you're still keeping up with us kids.
Keeping up with him. I fucking loved you, mate.
The greatest front man in the history of rock and roll, Ozzy Osbourne.
Today, we mourn the death, but celebrate the life of Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, a journey through heavy metal legend. John Michael Ozzy Osbourne was born on December 3, 1948 in Aston, a working-class district of Birmingham, England. Growing up in post-war Britain, Ozzy's early years were marked by financial hardship. His father Jack Osbourne was a toolmaker, and his mother Lillian worked days at a factory. The Osbourne family, which included Ozzy's 5 siblings, lived in a modest 2-bedroom home. As a child, Ozzy struggled academically due to his undiagnosed dyslexia and various learning disabilities. However, he found solace in the music of the Beatles, particularly after hearing She Loves You.
And she told me what to say. She said she loves you, and you know that can be bad.
Ozzy is completely nuts, and that's very good for a frontman.
A moment he would later cite as life-changing. Inspired by John Lennon, Ozzy aspired to become a musician despite his lack of formal training. In the late 1960s, Birmingham was a cradle of industrial noise, and this environment shaped the emerging sound that Ozzy would help pioneer. After a series of odd jobs and a brief stint in jail for petty theft, Ozzy placed an ad in a music shop. Seeking bandmates, he joined forces with guitarist Tony Iommi, bassist Geezer Butler, and drummer Bill Ward. The band initially performed as Earth before adopting the name Black Sabbath in 1969.
This is the night when fear and horror walk hand in hand.
This is Black Sabbath.
Inspired by the 1963 horror film of the same name. Black Sabbath's music broke new ground with its dark, heavy riffs, occult themes, and Ozzy's haunting vocals. Their self-titled debut album, released in 1970, is widely regarded as the first true heavy metal album. The follow-up, Paranoid, from 1970, featured iconic tracks such as Iron Man, War Pigs, and the title song, Paranoid, cementing the band's legacy. Throughout the 1970s, Black Sabbath released a string of influential albums, including Master of Reality, Volume 4, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and Sabotage. Ozzy's stage presence and distinct voice became central to the band's identity. However, internal tensions and rampant substance abuse began to take their toll. By the late 1970s, Ozzy's struggles with addiction led to erratic behavior, missed performances, and increasing friction within Black Sabbath. In 1979, he was fired from the band. Many thought his career was over, but Ozzy, driven by a resilient spirit, soon forged a new path. With the help of manager Sharon Arden, who would later become his wife, Ozzy assembled a new band, including virtuoso guitarist Randy Rhoads. The result was Blizzard of Ozz, an album that revitalized Ozzy's career and introduced hits like Crazy Train and Mr. Crowley. Rhoads' neoclassical guitar work and Ozzy's theatrical persona set a new standard for heavy metal. Ozzy followed with Diary of a Madman in 1981, further establishing his solo credentials. The tragic death of Randy Rhoads in a plane crash in 1982 was a devastating blow, but Ozzy continued to record and tour with a series of talented musicians, including guitarists Jake E. Lee and later Zakk Wylde. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Ozzy released a succession of successful albums: Bark at the Moon, The Ultimate Sin, No Rest for the Wicked, and No More Tears. Songs like Shot in the Dark, No More Tears, and Mama, I'm Coming Home became staples of rock radio. Ozzy Osbourne became as famous for his offstage antics as for his music. His notorious onstage stunts, including biting the head off a dog and infamously a bat, became legendary, fueling both his Prince of Darkness image and the controversies that followed him. Despite criticism, these incidents only added to his mystique and cult status in the world of rock and metal. Ozzy's embrace of the macabre and the absurd, paired with his tendency towards self-depreciating humor, made him a beloved figure among fans. He was accused of inciting violence and promoting occultism, but he consistently denied these claims, emphasizing the theatrical nature of his performances. In 1982, Ozzy married Sharon Arden, who became his lifelong partner and business manager.
Why don't you tell me what you want from me? Tell me what you need from me. Tell me what you want to go.
In 1982, Ozzy married Sharon Arden, who became his lifelong partner and business manager. Together, they raised 3 children, Amy, Kelly, and Jack. Sharon's influence brought stability and direction to Ozzy's career, helping him overcome many personal and professional obstacles. Ozzy has been candid about his battles with drugs and alcohol, which spanned decades and contributed to numerous health crises, legal troubles, and near-death experiences. His openness about addiction and recovery has inspired many, and he has credited his family for being the cornerstone of his survival. In 2002, Ozzy and his family became the stars of The Osbournes, a reality television series on MTV that offered an unfiltered look at their chaotic home life.
Rock and roll! Sharon! Sharon!
It's a 1-inch blade.
You can't I'm taking it off.
No, Dad.
If you get busted, I'll bust your ass.
The show was a cultural phenomenon, bringing Ozzy to a new generation of fans and earning an Emmy Award. His bewildered, often incoherent demeanor, coupled with Sharon's quick wit and the antics of their children, made for compelling television and solidified the Osbournes as pop culture icons. Despite decades of ups and downs, Ozzy periodically reunited with Black Sabbath for tours and new recordings. In 1997, the original lineup began touring again, and in 2013, the band released 13, their first studio album with Ozzy since 1978. The album debuted at number 1 in several countries, proving the enduring appeal of the band's classic lineup. In 2016 through 2017, Black Sabbath embarked on the End Tour, a farewell celebration of their monumental career. Following the tour, Ozzy returned to his solo work, releasing the album Ordinary Man in 2020, and later, Patient Number 9 in 2022. Ozzy Osbourne is often hailed as the godfather of heavy metal. His influence can be traced through generations of rock and metal musicians who followed in his footsteps. His induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Black Sabbath in 2006, and the UK Music Hall of Fame in 2005 are testaments to the impact on music history. Beyond his musical contributions, Ozzy's resilience in the face of adversity, whether grappling with addiction, personal tragedy, or health issues, including a Parkinson's diagnosis in 2020, has made him a symbol of endurance and transformation in popular culture. He appeared in several films and documentaries as himself, such as Austin Powers and Goldmember, Ghostbusters from 2016, and Private Parts, also Little Nicky. One of his more humorous roles was as the Reverend Aaron Gilstrom in the 1986 horror film Trick or Treat, which also featured a cameo from Kiss's Gene Simmons.
I think they're just out-and-out sick people, and they're trying to make everyone else around them who listens to their music as sick as they are. Raising hell and serpent school. Feel me, feel me. Now, what does that mean to you? To me, it means nothing but a sexual act.
Ozzy Osbourne's journey from the streets of Birmingham to international stardom is a story of reinvention and survival. Through pioneering heavy metal with Black Sabbath, forging an iconic solo career, and transcending music with reality television, Ozzy remains an enduring figure in entertainment. His legacy is one of innovation, controversy, and inspiration, a testament to the power of music, family, Ozzy had one more performance before he left this mortal coil. feeling the tsunami of affection from 40,000 fans filling Villa Park in Birmingham, England. Osbourne basked in the spotlight July 5th as he sat on stage with his Black Sabbath bandmates Geezer Butler, Tony Iommi, and Bill Ward. The pioneering metal quartet taking a final bow in their hometown. Ozzy left us July 22nd at the age of 76. And that was our show for today. What do you think? What's your favorite Ozzy Osbourne song? Do you prefer Ozzy as frontman for Black Sabbath or his solo career? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section below. And while you're at it, I'd be honored if you subscribe to my channel. Click the bell to stay informed. Share this video as that'll help me grow on YouTube as well. And check out my Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter franchise, which is also in the comments. Until next time, this is Kevin Gibbons saying, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. Keep reaching for the stars.